Share Aviation, a network for pilots by pilots.
Hey guys, welcome to part 8 of my vlog series following my getting my restricted instrument rating here in the UK. This week I've got some cockpit video to show to you. I've got the ATC as well. My instructor allowed me to put my little GoPro up and actually managed to get it in a pretty decent position so you can see a lot of what's going on with the controls. You can see us both, you can hear us both as well. So because this week's lesson was pretty similar to last week, I figured it would be good actually to watch some video of me doing a radar vectored localized DMA approach. So I'm going to cut to that here, and it's going to be a few minutes long, but I figured it'll be kind of interesting watching.
Golf Alpha, you are 10 miles north of the airfield on a right base heading, and you have 14.5 miles track miles to run to touchdown.
Golf Alpha.
Golf Alpha, track adjustment, turn right heading 120 degrees.
120 degrees, Golf Alpha.
Track adjustment means the radar controller is compensating for upper winds.
Roger.
Check your heading means, hey, you're not holding the heading I told you.
Yes.
So one's an admonishment, one is a correction for the wind.
Yes.
So, what checks are we at? Arming checks?
Yeah.
The arming checks start with the altimeter. Is it on QFE?
There we go.
Have we got the runway QDM set? Is the flag withdrawn yet? And do we have a fly left indication?
Yes.
And if there's an NDB, it'll be pointing over about the 2 o'clock.
Roger.
That will come in when we do ILSs at Blackpool,
Yeah.
because they have an NDB on the airfield.
Helicopter Golf Oscar, apologies for the delay there. If you can lift and hold on the 32 numbers, just caution there is a small vehicle just passing behind you.
No problem, listening to 32 numbers, Golf Oscar.
Golf Alpha, turn right, heading 140 degrees, closing runway centre line from the right, report localizer established.
Right, 140 degrees, will go.
Golf Oscar, your position.
Golf Foxtrot Golf, join in, final now.
Golf Foxtrot Golf, Roger, there'll just be one helicopter to enter.
Looking for traffic,
So,
Golf
executive
Golf.
checks.
Golf Oscar, enter runway
QFE
27,
set.
at your discretion, the wind's 260.
Runway QDM set. Flag out, needle left.
FM.
Sensible indication if there was an NDB.
Roger.
At half scale, you know what to say.
FM.
It's localizer established.
Golf Foxtrot Golf, final 27 right.
Golf Foxtrot Golf, Roger, 27 right, land at your discretion, the surface wind 250 degrees, 5 knots.
Golf Alpha, localizer established.
Golf Hotel Alpha, Roger. Complete our own turn on. Descend with the glide slope. QFE 1010 hectopascal.
QFE 1010, Wilco, Golf Alpha. So we'll wait for it to come.
Wait for it to touch the periphery of that circle is 1 dot. And it's a good time to initiate your turn onto runway heading plus or minus anticipated drift. I'll just tell Barnum what we're doing. Golf Hotel Alpha, finals 8 miles runway 20, 600 foot flyby subject to circuit traffic.
Golf Hotel Alpha, Roger, and currently have 3 aircraft in the circuit. A wind check for you, 240 degrees, 5 knots.
Golf Hotel Alpha, Roger.
Okay. So it's coming from the right, we should be
Hello, it's
slightly
77 Alpha, bound
positive.
information, good afternoon.
Runway.
Afternoon, 77 Alpha, Augusta 109 now is
Check
6 on
ground
board at the
speed
heliport.
and distance.
Started ending the
90 knots,
rotors,
7.5.
for information
We need to
departure
fly
out to the
left
south.
a little bit, so that's going to be 400.
Hello, it's 77 Alpha, Roger, runway news 27, circuit right hand, QNH 1012.
QNH 1012 and 27 copied. We'll call with Leslie, hello, it's 77 Alpha.
So one of the things that's quite difficult to see in the video itself is just how it feels being underneath that hood. So you can kind of see that obviously my view is very restricted by it, and you do kind of live in that little world. What you can see is all that you really understand. So whilst from the camera view you can see at the moment, it's obvious what's going on outside the aircraft. While you're underneath the hood, your whole perception of the flight completely changes, so that you kind of do just live in that world of instruments.
Surface wind 2304 knots.
Next to Rich.
Golf to Tango.
Golf, Foxtrot Golf, cross 02, taxi park.
Cross 02, Golf, Foxtrot Golf.
60 me.
Roger.
77 Alpha, what's the destination, please?
Fly right. 5.5.
Roger.
1650.
77 Alpha, what's the destination, please?
Actually, I need to fly level until I reach the correct.
8.
Fly right.
Golf Victor Tango, taxi to park. Just Bravo 2 initially, please.
Oh, Bravo 2, Golf to Tango. Our information, Golf Juliet, Foxtrot Whiskey near radio check, taxi for a local, we got hotel 1013 on board.
Golf Juliet, Fox Whiskey near, hello there, QNH now 1012, taxi Alpha 3.
A little bit high.
1012 Alpha 3, Golf Whiskey.
And at 4.
77 Alpha Barton.
Go ahead, Barton, 77 Alpha.
And what's the destination, please?
Destination is Basildon in Essex. We're just lifting from the heliport. Heliport 77 Alpha.
77 Alpha, Roger, thanks.
Golf to Alpha 14.
2205 knots.
Golf Alpha Roger, continue with tower now, 120250.
120, just 1250.
Golf Juliet Mike 27 right.
Barton Tower, Golf India Sierra Hotel, Alpha,
2205.
localizer established. At 3.60.
Golf Alpha Roger. Cleared low approach and go around or land. Surface wind 2406 knots. Cleared low approach and go around.
Clear low approach going round, Golf Hotel Alpha.
Golf Hotel Alpha's at 3 DME and request any circuit traffic.
Hotel Alpha Roger, currently 1 in the circuit. Touching down for a touch and go.
Roger, will continue for a 600-foot flyby. After the go around, it will be a left-hand low-level circuit to land on 27 right.
Hotel Alpha Roger. Alpha Tango, cross 02, taxi park.
Cross 02, taxi park.
So my instructor has just described something called like a bad weather circuit or a low level circuit, which is something that you would do if you got down to your minimum descent height and you couldn't see the runway. So here we get to our minimum descent height, 600 feet at 2 DME. So if you couldn't see the runway, then you would fly straight and level at your minimum descent height. And then if you saw the runway when you got overhead it, then you could do a low level bad weather circuit and come into land, like you'll see in a second.
RP should be out the way. Push. Power too much. 2300.
Juliet Mike, fancy stand stuff on car climbing.
Don't drop below MDA.
Golf Juliet Mike, Roger.
Needle going right. Golf Hotel Alpha 1.5 DME.
Golf Hotel Alpha Roger, and the wind 210 degrees at 5 knots.
Golf Hotel Alpha. Looking out, we don't see the runway. Missed approach point is DME 0.
DME 0.
Golf Juliet Mike, Roger.
Stay at 600, not below. Looking out, we don't see the runway. Back onto instruments. Check your DME to 0, the missed approach point.
Roger.
Needle right, 5 degrees bank. Try heading 200. .4 of a mile to missed approach point. Okay, I have control.
You have control.
Right, all of a sudden the runway comes into view, but we're too high, and there's a crosswind simulated on 920, so we'll go into slow safe cruise.
I got Whiskey India, ready for departure, 27 right.
Whiskey India, Roger, reporting up 27 right.
Slowing down to 65, 70 knots. Golf Hotel Alpha going around, entering left-hand low-level circuit, runway 27 right.
Golf Hotel Alpha, Roger, report final for runway 27 right.
We'll go Golf Hotel Alpha. And we do so at visual manoeuvring time, which is usually MDH, give or take 100 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, goggles off.
Golf Juliet there is a PA28 in the left-hand circular low level at this time.
Okay, readapt your eyes to infinity focus.
Golf Whiskey India 27 right, take for your discretion, the surface wind's calm.
Whiskey India is rolling.
Brakes, pressure felt, handle off, undercarriage is fixed, mixture rich and carb top, top pitch fixed. Fuel, on the right tank content, pump pressure. Flaps, slow set cruise. Hatches and harness tight. Carb back to cold. Very light wind, so I'm going to be generous about the length of the dome window. Okay, sir, you have control. Car beats cold. 65 knots and a standard landing.
Okay.
Fine information, Golf Oscar, leaving frequency, and I'll call back in about an hour.
I got the Golf Oscar, Roger, QSY route CI.
Very high, chop you back completely. Okay, well ahead to the far boundary. Power off. Back pressure. Let her roll, spare the brakes. Little dabs of brakes now.
Delta Alpha 1 safe, left to vacate.
Golf Hotel Alpha. Okay.
So thanks for watching. I hope that you found that video enjoyable, and I hope that having the in-flight video was something that was quite useful for you. I know that watching it back when you're flying, you don't always pick up every single little detail and you don't always remember it, so watching it back now for me is really helpful actually for my own learning. Next week I think is going to be a pretty similar lesson, so my instructor's aim now is to get me up to flight test, to test standard, so I'll be doing a few more of those, and then I think soon after that we'll start looking at doing ILS approaches over at Blackpool. So I'll probably just make a little update video just to let you know what's going on. But thanks for watching, stay tuned, subscribe for more. I've got some more flying videos coming out soon as well, so yeah, stay tuned for that.